public education has gone off the rails.
It's about power and money and politics, and somehow the kids are getting lost in all of that.
It doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you're a mom and a dad first.
Critical race theory is dividing our children.
Racism is racism.
Our teachers are bullied. Parents are shut out.
Less than 1/3 of America's school children are proficient in anything.
They're teaching these kids X-rated sex acts.
Whose children are they?
Whose children are they?
Whose children are they?
Please welcome President and founder of Parents United America and producer of the documentary, Whose Children Are They?, Deborah Flora.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Whose children are they? That's one of the most resounding questions of our day. That question is the reason why I started Parents United America and why my husband Jonathan and I produced a documentary by the same name. I think all of us here know the answer to that question, don't we? Whose children are they? They're our children. They do not belong to the government-run schools. You see, we know that it is intrinsically the right of every parent to be the ultimate authority in their children's lives. But that ideal, the very cornerstone of Western civilization, is under assault right now by its antithesis. The Marxist idea that the children do belong to the state, that it is the ruling elite that has the right to teach our children everything from alternate values to worldview to their very identity. You see, I witnessed this firsthand when I was in the Soviet Union and East Germany far behind the wall. I saw parents afraid of their own children whose ultimate allegiance was not to family or faith, but to the state. That is why we have to stand together. You see, we see this encroachment happening in critical race theory. What is that? Simply Marx's critical theory with a different wrapper. It basically separates people into groups and pits them against each other. We see it when parents are called barriers by teachers' unions, and when the most innocent amongst us are indoctrinated and not educated. We made the documentary, Whose Children Are They?, because we wanted to galvanize parents, grandparents, good citizens to stand together and to fight for the innocence of our children. That's why I invite you all to join us in our breakout session at 11 a.m. today, because we are going to talk about real solutions to save our schools and safeguard our students. But now I want to ask you a couple more questions that echo the first. You see, the crossroads that we are at is not just in our education system. It's in every area of our society. Today, we stand at the crossroads between freedom and Marxism. Marxism is that collectivist idea that we see in the council culture that tries to bully anyone into silence who dares not go along with the groupthink. We see it in the dehumanizing push to collectively judge entire groups of people based on their occupation, if they're the police, or the amount of melanin you have in your skin. We all know that this is wrong, and we know that America, it's the direct contrast, that once in all of human history, revolutionary idea that says every single individual has intrinsic value created by God with inalienable rights. That is what America is. So here's my next question. We've answered whose children are they? Whose country is this? We know the phrase that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Here's my question. Do we believe in the beauty that is America? Because our future is going to lie in the hands of those who believe it most and are willing to fight for it most. Do we believe more in the dream of America than others believe in the nightmare of socialism? Do we believe more in individualism than others believe in collectivism? And do we believe more in freedom than others believe in force? If we do, and we must, here's the final question we have to answer today, and as we leave this meeting. What are we willing to do to fight for the beauty of its future? Last Monday was Memorial Day, the day that we honor those who so believe in the beauty of America and freedom that they were willing to pay the last full measure of devotion. They stood on the battlefield. Are we willing to stand today and honor them by standing in our schools, our neighborhoods, in our communities? Because we have to. It is up to us now. We are in the midst of an awakening. But here's my word today, and my question for myself as well. We cannot take it for granted. We cannot go back to sleep, and we cannot slip into some false illusion of security. You see, Benjamin Franklin talked about what we have been given as a heritage, and he said it is a republic if we can keep it. We are the generation that is going to decide that once and for all. We were born for such a time as this. Every single person in this room has unique gifts that are needed more than ever in this day as we stand together. And I believe that if we do answer those questions with one voice resoundingly, we will win. So I ask you, whose children are they? They're our children. Whose country is this? It's our country. Let's stand together as we go forth from this place. And I promise you, if we do, future generations, especially our children who are most at risk, will look back and gratefully say, we were the ones that pushed back from the precipice and saved this, the last best hope of man on earth. Let's stand together. God bless you. God bless America, the best idea of governance in the history of mankind. Thank you so much.